officially confirmed their relationship at last, as well as revealing even more truths about their relationship. We have all the details. I'm Gabby Conti.
I'm Brianna Walmart.
And I'm Zach Weinberg, and this is Hollywire's Tea Party. Get excited, guys, because this long-awaited couple finally... How long have we been talking about this, Gabby?
Almost a year for me. Almost a year. It's been a year.
It's been a lot of time, but finally, Bryce and Addison Rae just spilled all the tea on their relationship. The couple has been teasing for the past week that they would be dropping a YouTube video soon answering fan questions. Well, that day is today, and just over an hour ago, Addison dropped a new video on her YouTube channel titled The Truth About Us, which already has 500,000 views as we report this. This video takes place at Braddison's favorite spot, Dogtown in West Hollywood, as the two take turns answering questions from fans that were sent in. And we're going to get all into it. We already know what the big question was. They're dating. They're together.
It's official. It's what we thought. It's what we thought. Of course, we get the official answer at the very end of this 5-minute and 55-second video, as any good content creator would do. But yeah, I mean, we learn a lot, but I still have some questions. What do you guys think about this video?
I think it is a cute video because we've all been questioning whether they were real, or like a real relationship or not. And so I thought it was cute to kind of see them interacting and being kind of in a different way that we've seen them before. So I liked the video. I thought it was cute. I liked that they were answering fans' questions, and they were working out what we all, do, getting all sweaty and whatnot.
I mean, it was nice to see them in like their natural environment. Clearly they go to Dog Pound and work out a lot, but I still thought it was really awkward that they filmed that Q&A in a workout session. Like they're literally doing sit-ups and then they're punching things. Like they could have sat down like in their living room, but I guess they wanted to do something that was like true to them, which is them working out at Dog Pound.
Guys, I don't know who is working out at gyms right now. We are in severe lockdown in Los Angeles. But I mean, I guess kudos to them. Because most gyms are closed. People are working out at home. But that does seem like, I do like that they work out together. I think that definitely shows how strong they are as a couple. But the day that this video was shot, I believe was a week ago, because they go outside and we see them almost getting a ticket. Was around the same time the Hollywood Fix asked them who said "I love you" first. So now we know exactly where this whole video timeline is for us.
Yes, we do, because they've been dating for they said October 13th, which we're going to get more into this date that they have, which a lot of couples like to have like a date. So October 13th is their date. So they have been dating for like 6 weeks, and they're just announcing it to the public after weeks of speculation by us and everyone else who's so invested in this hashtag Braddison.
So invested. Well, they also say to us that, so apparently, because, it feels like to Braddison shippers that they have been off and on and off and on forever. But according to them in this video, it was only twice that they were on, or they were on once before, and then they've been off, but they've been friends, and now they are officially on. We don't have the exact date or time of when this first time was, but they say that they were dating for 3 days, 3 days only, and then Addison broke up with Bryce, and now they are together, and they're almost at that 2-month mark, and they plan on celebrating Christmas and also being each other's New Year's kiss, which they said happened to them last year, but I don't know if they were officially dating around Christmas and New Year's last year.
Yeah, but do you have to do you actually kiss your boyfriend on New Year's? I don't know about you, but
no, but if you have a boyfriend and you're not kissing him, that's a problem.
This is true. So, I mean, and kissing someone on New Year's is a big deal, like, most of the time. If it's, like, a New Year's kiss and it's special to you, then, like, that you're setting off the year with someone you really care about. So, clearly, they've really cared about each other for a very, very long time. But I think they've really wanted to focus on building their own careers. They're new to fame. They're trying to navigate all of this. They're both new to LA. So, now I feel like they're at the point where they're settled in their careers. They both kind of have their own brands and things going on that they're finally ready to take their relationship to the next step and make it official.
Yes. Love that.
It's a big step.
Yeah, and I think the two kind of, matured, and we were talking about this before, you guys can agree that Addison is kind of, she tames him a little bit, because even in the video, she says that she thought he was a player, and then she's like the angel, so I think it's kind of a good balance, because it's, there's one person that's kind of like, okay, let's do this, whatever. And then you have the opposite, and then it's combination.
They definitely balance each other out.
Yeah.
And they talk about this a lot. They bring up their astrological signs a lot. So Addison is a Libra and Bryce is a Leo, very close to each other on the astrological chart. Zach, you looked at their compatibility. It's good, right?
It's very good, actually. They are very compatible. I went to the daily horoscope app. I looked it up. They're very compatible. So Bryce is a Leo. He's like a lion. So, I mean, he needs someone like Addison to tame him. And they actually balance each other out and they work very well together. And you can see they have so much chemistry. It's very obvious. And I think no matter how hard Addison tries to not admit it, for a while, I feel like she was doing that. You know, Bryce mentioned in the video that she was very indecisive. That was like the one thing he would change about her. She can't deny how she feels about him. And that's like that's what Libras are like. They're very indecisive people. So, I mean, they're very compatible together. This couple is legit.
Yes, absolutely. And, you know, she did say the Libra that she's indecisive, and we'll get into that. So the first question the couple answers is if they had feelings for each other when they first met. Bryce says, of course, and Addison laughs at Bryce and says, Bryce. Addison then says that Bryce is lying because apparently the two didn't even talk to each other the first time that they met in person. Bryce says he was trying to kiss her, and Addison had just gotten out of a 5-year long relationship at the time. So he didn't think he would get to kiss her, but obviously he did in the long run. Addison confirms they did not have feelings for each other when they first met. And then when they shared their first impressions of each other, Bryce said that he thought Addison was hot, while Addison was convinced Bryce was a player, as Brianna had said. Bryce says that he thought Addison was attractive, but he didn't know what her intentions were. And I guess in terms of like, you know, was she looking for, you know, a fling, a relationship or whatnot?
Well, I mean, I think Addison's intentions were correct. I believe Bryce was a player when they first met. And sometimes players are, a lot of guys are players. It's very common that guys in their 20s are players. It's just it really just takes finding that one girl to kind of tame you. Mm-hmm. And Addison did
impression. That's not her intention. Her impression of Bryce was that he was a player. But her intentions in terms of what she was looking for, it could be different than that. But yeah, you know, and players, that people think that. And then I think, you know, you have to see how it reflects to you and how it affects you in your relationship.
Yeah, everyone's like a player at one point in their life. It's really just about meeting the right person to like tie you down.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah,
well,
that's definitely fair.
The comment section is going off. People are so excited about this. They wish them the best. They're happy that this is finally official. I mean, this has been a roller coaster. This relationship has been a roller coaster for the past year. They've had their highs, they've had their lows. They definitely seem to be into the whole, like, you know, cuffing season of it all. And
it is cuffing season. Really cuffing season has started.
Well, yeah, cuffing season starts in fall, right? And then if you can last
it's after Halloween. I think it's after Halloween. Okay.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. So when they first kissed, Addison said that Bryce would catch feelings for her if they kept kissing, which Bryce didn't believe. Their first kiss was at a party last year. Addison admits that she had feelings for Bryce at first. Then they revealed that the one thing is that they would change about each other. Bryce says he would change Addison's indecisiveness, as apparently she's been indecisive towards Bryce in their relationship in the past, while Addison would change Bryce saying yes to everything and overextending himself. As for who's more jealous, well, the two can't seem to decide on this one, so maybe they're equally jealous. Sounds like they both like to bring up stuff from the past a lot. As for who fixes the fights, it's about 75% Bryce and 25% Addison, because according to Addison, Bryce is always the one in the wrong. Now, watching this video and hearing them talk about it, this is how you know they have chemistry, because they kept like arguing. There was like that back and forth, which is very healthy in a relationship. You want to have that passion. You want to argue. Arguing is fun. So when they were answering these questions, even though they were disagreeing, I still thought that it was like a healthy banter.
Well, there's a difference between, you know, constantly arguing in a relationship and challenging each other. So I would say that they definitely challenge each other, which is great. And the thing I'm laughing about their astrological compatibility, because Libras, if you know, the sign of a Libra, that Addison's sign is a scale. So they're always balancing the good and the bad. And that really does explain, it feels like Addison throughout this relationship has been the one who isn't really sure if she should be in this relationship or not. And also learning that, you know, when they met the first time, she was coming out of a 5-year-long relationship, which she opened up about on her Mama Knows Best podcast with her mom, as being a very toxic and difficult relationship. So I'm sure some of that baggage made it hard for her to like feel like this is the real deal. Plus being a public figure and being new to Hollywood, that has to be a lot.
Absolutely. I mean, getting out of a relationship is really tough. You got to prepare yourself and go through that grieving process before you're ready to enter in to a long-term relationship again. Because when you get into a new relationship, you assume that it's like long-term. Otherwise, what's the point of putting a title on it?
Absolutely. And guys, if you know, this is something I've been actually trying to figure this out. I cannot find a name or a face for Addison's hometown boyfriend. I don't know if this relationship, if this like information is out there, but if anyone knows who was this 5-year-long relationship, I want to know. I'm curious. Aren't you guys?
Somebody had to dig down into the archives, but send us our way. That's a good point, Gabby. How did we not know this? What do you think, Brianna? What do you think he was like? What do you think her first boyfriend was like?
Well, obviously it had to be something good because 5 years is a long time. I have not had a relationship that long. So I'm a little jealous of that. But, I think, she was, going to school. She was, being a dancer. So she had things still going for her before even TikTok went off. So I would assume that her boyfriend at the time was the same.
I'm getting his
but
name.
I am curious.
His name is Cade. Cade is the name of Addison's hometown boyfriend. I hope I'm pronouncing that correct.
Okay, Cade. We see you. We see you, Cade. We got a Cade and then we got a Bryce. She likes the one syllables.
Yeah, Caddison, I guess would be their ship name.
Addison.
But
we are happy for them.
In those 5 years, Addison was in high school, and then she also was in college. And remember, she went to college. Her family moved from her hometown, and she had opened up about how it was hard to keep in touch with her friends from her hometown because they were in college, and she was kind of far away from her hometown at that time. And then she moved to Hollywood. So, I mean, it does make sense that relationship, didn't last because they were in different places in their life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's like a chapter in your life, and then she's moving on to the next one. I mean, high school relationships are just...
Someone has Cade's Instagram.
Okay.
They're going to drop it, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, perfect. We're going to have to do some stalking after this. High school relationships, how often do those really last anyway?
Exactly. Well, you don't know. You don't know.
Yeah.
Well, so speaking of Bryce and the Wrong, and here, this goes into a little bit of the relationship timeline, which they kind of touch upon without being super specific about some cases of this. So it seems like fans were right about those lilac roses that Addison got on her birthday being from Bryce. Not pictured, it seems to be that along with those roses, Bryce also sent Addison a heartfelt letter. Bryce wrote Addison, quote, a whole essay for her birthday that was really sweet because Bryce is such a good writer. As for their relationship timeline, this Christmas will be their second one together and their second New Year's kiss. They've only broken up once before. They dated for 3 days once, and then Addison broke up with Bryce. After Bryce's arrest, they were talking every day until Bryce's 21st birthday, and they stopped talking even when they were in the same place as each other, which happens a lot. But Bryce wrote Addison a letter and gave her a gift for her birthday on October 6th, which got them talking again. They then, after that point, were hanging out every single day. And then he asked her out on October 13th, and the rest is history. Then they confirmed that they are dating, and they have been now for almost 2 months. So their relationship anniversary is a little bit less than Doa, Dixie, and Noah back.
I know, they're competing for who's the longest, but this makes me actually like Bryce a lot more. This makes me see a softer side to him. Like, he's writing an essay for her. That is like so romantic and sweet. That's like stuff from The Notebook.
That is. Well, those are letters. Those are a lot of letters from The Notebook. I wonder if he wrote her every day, maybe?
That's just really thoughtful and sweet. Like, no wonder she finally came around. Like, and if he's gonna put this much energy into trying to not be that guy who you once thought he was, you have to give him a chance and just allow yourself to fall. So I'm really happy that Addison finally put her guard down. I feel like she had it up for a while, and I will be rooting for Braddison until the day that I can't root for them anymore.
Exactly. Yeah, we definitely ship these two out. Now, something that we're trying to figure out, so if you guys have any intel on this, let us know. The 3 days that Bryce and Addison were dating, and then they broke up, and Addison broke up with Bryce, when were those 3 days? Do we think that it was back last Christmas? Remember, Bryce told us here at Hollywire that him and Addison went on a date to Katsuya together. I believe that was back in December of last year. Or do we think those 3 days were maybe when they were inseparable with each other right before Bryce had his 21st birthday party, and we know they weren't speaking during that time? When do you think those 3 days were?
I'm going to say that they were a while ago. I think that when they first started talking, probably around like January, I would say. And then I think they knew they liked each other, and that's when the 3 days were. And then they realized that their careers have taken off. I think it would just make sense for it to be farther back in the timeline. What do you think, Brianna?
Well,
where is your detective skills?
I went to Instaskate last December, and at the time I didn't know who these two people were because they hadn't like blown up yet. And I kind of saw them hanging around, like skating together.
This is the tea party, guys.
Well, guys, I got
this is the tea
from our Braddison experts. I love you guys with the comments right now. You're giving us so much intel, and they are saying that the 3 days that they were officially together was January of last year. So I guess they spent the holidays together, and then he asked her the question, and then they broke up after 3 days, which is a very short-term relationship, and kudos to that.
Very long. It could be long to some people.
Could be long. 3 days could be long to some people. 3 days official. That's a long time. That's actually
a lot.
That would have been a long-term relationship for me in my 20s. Absolutely.
That's like honestly longer than any of my relationships. Like I couldn't even imagine getting to that milestone.
And I also will say that the fans are so sweet about they don't want us to find Addison's first boyfriend, which I think is fair because he's clearly, when you look at other celebrities and their exes, like sometimes the ex comes into the public light because they choose to, and for some reason he doesn't want to be a public figure, and we should respect that. So
that's fair.
We'll just call him Addison's first boyfriend, and let's keep his identity anonymous.
Yeah, I don't even know his name anymore. Did you mention it earlier? I completely forgot. Addison's first boyfriend. Not sure. So what does everyone think about Bryce and Addison officially dating? We want to know in the comments.
Well, people are happy. They're really, really excited. Okay, so the 3 days it was the first time in January. People are really excited about this relationship and that they are officially together because, guys, we've been this has been teased to us for such a long time. Anytime they're not together, people are upset. Oh, and then something else that they also brought up in this interview, and you might remember this, that there was a rumor going around saying that their relationship was fake, if you guys remember that. And Bryce had said on a podcast that was a total lie. And now they're still joking about it, joking that they are going to break up on that day. December 3rd. December 3rd, yeah. But, rest assured, they are an official couple. It is not fake. And if you guys have seen this video, you can see how real and true their love is and what a great couple they are.
Hashtag Braddison. I'm sure all the fans are so happy about this. Everyone has been waiting for this for so long. It's been teased, like you mentioned. I know they recently did like a photo shoot. They really wanted to announce this very big and announce it with a YouTube video. I just wonder why celebrities wait so long to announce. I mean, I call them celebrities, TikTokers.
They are.
Wait so long to announce that they're official. Like they've been together for 6 weeks, almost 2 months. Like why now?
Well, I think Addison said it best. She's been very indecisive throughout this whole relationship. So probably she was kind of trying to figure out if this time around it was worth announcing because they've had so many ups and downs in their past relationship. And because she's an indecisive Libra, which we love her for. So she probably was weighing out, should I make this official? Should I not make this official? And their photo shoot too. I think fans were kind of waiting, like, how would they do this? How would they make the announcement? Bryce has a YouTube video that came out over the weekend where he showed a behind the scenes of this like all white photo shoot that him and Addison did. So I think people were thinking that maybe those pictures would be the announcement.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm happy. We also knew this video was coming and it was supposed to come out last week and they delayed it for some reason. So I don't know. I'm sure they have a plan and reasoning for why they are waiting and why they're releasing this information when they are. But I'm curious what you guys think in the comments.
Yeah, because it's the celebrity relationships are just so weird because it's like, yes, they have feelings for each other and are genuine, but then there's also this there's this marketing thing about it where they're having a public relationship where they have to post at a certain time or like they tease things. So that's when it just gets a little tricky.
Mm-hmm. Well, they are making a lot of content together, which I think is good. I really think that, in terms of a social media standpoint, I feel like both Bryce and Addison's post TikToks, YouTube videos, everything, seems to do the best when they're together. They really are the definition of a power couple. And, you know, you could say the exact same thing for Dixie D'Amelio and Noah Beck, who we obviously haven't heard from at the moment because Noah is in Arizona celebrating the holidays with his family. And so we are missing that Doa content.
We're missing that Doa content.
We
And
are.
they just, the TikTok room on Instagram just did like an award show, and they gave Dixie and Noah the best couple. So I'm wondering if Addison and Bryce announced that they were dating like a few days earlier, maybe they would have been voted for best couple because they weren't in the running for it because they weren't official.
But they were nominated for most iconic couple for J14 awards, which also people were like, but they're not official. But now they are, and I think you can still vote for that.
So now there's a whole new era of awards that they could win now that they're official.
There is. Oh, guys, we want to hear from you. What do you think about Bryce Hall and Addison Rae finally being official? Are you happy? Are you excited? Let us know your thoughts. I'm Gabby Conti.
I'm Brianna Walmart.
And I'm Zach Weinberg, and this is your Hollywire Tea Party. We'll see you next time, guys.
Bye.
Bye.